So yeah, if you were led to this video, it's definitely a message for you, but I do want to make it clear that this message may not resonate with everyone. Take the parts that are for you, leave what is not. All right, that's what any message. I don't care if you're at church. All right, everything that a preacher is preaching, it may not be directly for you. It may be for someone else in the congregation, but there may be parts and pieces that is for you. Okay, it's up to you to use your discernment to know what is for you and what is not for you, because you don't want to take anything that's not for you and make it fit for you. That's like putting on a pair of shoes. That's like Cinderella movie. Or the woman trying to put on a pair of the ice glass slipper, but you couldn't fit it. So it doesn't matter if you want to put it on, you want to fit it, you want to act like it fits, you want to stuff it with some tissue, whatever, it still does not fit. So do not try to make anything fit for your life, all right? Now let's get into this message, okay? Because you're here for a reason. So there is some type of message for you, all right? Listen to the end though. Don't be, because the thing is, you might be listening to something, it may not be for you, but the middle might be, or the end might be. So just listen throughout the end. Someone thought that, and it may not even be someone, but I'm getting someone specific, and it's definitely a masculine figure. For some reason, it just flashed into my head, y'all. Someone thought that this was the end, all right? They thought that they basically like not owned you, but owned you, okay? This is giving me like a work field, a work-based type of situation. You're working at a company, you're working for someone, and maybe you've been available to this person. You've been open to helping this person. You've been working with this person. You know what I'm saying? But you could be like in between jobs. All right. Someone listen to me. You're like in between jobs, or this is something that you just pick up here and there. This is like a part-time gig or just a part-time job. You get what I'm saying? Catch the flow. So it's somewhere that this is not your main job. This is not what you're mainly focused on. This is just something that you do when there's nothing else to do. You know, it's something that you're good at. It's something that you still enjoy doing. But this is just something that you do when you're not doing your main job. So someone head got so big because you've been working with them. You've been helping them out. You're part of their team. And because you've been on their team helping them out, you've been making them look good, okay? Everyone is pleased, all right? The clients is pleased. Everyone is happy with you being on this team, except for this person. This person has a bit of a weird kind of spirit, all right? Some type of Jezebel is in them, all right? This could be someone that is still kind of healing or have gone through so much and they have not healed. So they still have this kind of jealous Jezebel spirit floating around, okay? A Jezebel can be jealous, can be lustful, can be manipulating, all right? So it's one of those type of spirits, all right? And they try to act like everything is cool. So like when you're working on a job with them, there's someone that acts like they're so supportive and, you know, blah, blah, blah. They're all on your team or whatever. But behind closed doors, this is someone that is very, very sneaky. Okay. Very greedy too. I'm getting greed. Okay. Maybe even a little bit of a covetous. Okay. Someone that wants what is not theirs or wants what's yours or something like that. But this person, they felt, right, their ego was getting to them, okay? Because you were accessible, whenever they was like reaching out to you within the last year, they were reaching out to you to help them with something. I'm also getting that this could just be a friend that was reaching out for you to help them with their project or something that they're doing. And you were accessible, you were available. And that's because like you were in between jobs, or you were focusing on something else, on like a rebrand, or you were about to switch jobs, like you had left the job to go to another job. So something like that, y'all. Y'all get what I'm getting? Catches. You get what my drift. So it's like you were available, you were way more accessible because you were in the process of getting a new job or stepping into a new career or starting your own project. So you had some open space and time. So you decided to help this person, work with this person, get some extra dollars or whatever like that. But this person started to feel like you really needed them. You know, they started to feel like, you wasn't going to return to like your main job. All right. That's what I just heard. Like they thought that you wasn't going to return to your main job, your main passion, because you're working with them now. But working with them is fun when there's nothing else to do. Also, it's fun because it is something that you're passionate about, but it's not like you're all in be all. You get what I'm saying? Like you're really passionate about something else, but I don't want to say that you're even passionate about this. I just think that you're very good at this, okay? This is something that you've been around. Maybe you're just familiar with it. Okay, this job that this person does or whatever. So it's something that you're good at. It may not actually be your passion, which is why you're still chasing your true passions. But someone thought because, you were working with them and they felt like they was paying you a lot or whatever. But honestly, it probably isn't even a lot. Like to them, they feel like they're paying you so much, but to you, it's like I've had better, I've done better. When I go to my job or original job or find a better job, I'm going to get paid way better than this. But this is someone that feel like they were paying you the best thing ever and that you were going to like officially be a part of their team. And the reason why you're not officially being a part of their team is because this person's energy is kind of weird. It's kind of those where you really don't, it's like walking on eggshells with this person. Like you really don't know how they're feeling today. They kind of weird. Like when their mood is changed, they might treat you differently. And also because you just have a passion, like your assignment is somewhere else. You were just helping out when you can, and because you needed the money when you can get the money. But it wasn't like a long-term thing. All right. So someone is definitely having like a rude awakening because they're realizing that you have other options, or they're just realizing that you're going to your main option, like your main job. Like you never forgot about that. That's still the goal. That's still the mission. That's still the dream. Sorry, y'all. When I start talking like that, it's because like usually a spiritual purpose is about to come out. But so this person thought that they were going to like kind of manipulate the situation where you give up on your dream and goal so that you can really just work with them and you could see them as the blessing or the dream or whatever. But honestly, they're giving you crumbs. Like they're paying you good to, I guess, survive. They were paying you good to survive, but it really is crumbs compared to what you're usually paid is crumbs. But this is someone very egotistical where they feel like, oh, this is a lot. Oh, they need me. So blah, blah, blah. You get what I'm saying? But what you actually make an hour or whatever a day is way more than they can ever pay you type shit. But this is someone that was trying to just either use you or manipulate the situation, be cheap about it. Maybe they're not even like really paying you the most that they can, because you're in this situation with them. So they feel like you need them. I don't know. It's very, very weird energy, but someone has a rude awakening because you have prevailed and pushed forward towards your passion and your actual dream. So now you're not working with this company or these people how you used to. Okay, now when they even reach out to you, you're like, no, I can't do it. You're not even accessible or available like you used to. Okay, and this is really kind of rubbing them the wrong way, but they're also getting a reality check that you was never truly theirs. They just had you for a specific time. Like you were just coming in to help them. All right. And because they did not impress you when you were just coming in to help them, it's nothing for you to want to stay. You get what I'm saying? It's not like these people thought that when you were in between jobs, you were just going to like give up on that and you were just going to work with them and they could just give you whatever, not knowing that you were still working for yourself behind closed doors. Like you were still taking the proper steps that you needed to take so that you can accomplish what it is that you need to accomplish, but you were just working with them. So because they didn't see that you were actually putting in the work behind the scenes to get a new job or go into your actual work field, they felt like you wasn't going nowhere. You wasn't doing research. You wasn't doing interviews, none of that. You were just very dependent on them. And this is where they're getting a rude awakening because now you're telling them that you're not accessible. You can't actually help them. You can't work with them. You're asking them for more money. If you do decide to work with them, you're like, hey, I need to get paid this amount. So it's kind of like rocking their socks, okay? Because this is someone that kind of thinks or likes to feel like they have things under control. So with you being this way and not being available for them, it's kind of now they have to outsource and find people to help them, but also find someone that has your expertise, okay? Someone that has your knowledge, okay? Because even though this may not really be a passion for you, whatever type of side job this is, you're very, very, very skilled and good at it, okay? I want you to know that. Like it's something that you could grow a passion for and actually want to do, but you've already fell in love with something else, another career. And this is just something that you're doing on the side. It's kind of like a major, but then you minor in something else, something else that you're curious in. So it's kind of like that. Like you were majoring in something and then you decided to like switch majors. And while you're switching majors, you're doing a minor. And then the minor feels like, oh, yes, we got her. We're going to make her be distracted. She's never going to go have a major again. She's just going to focus on this minor. And then they're really mistaken because it's like, no, I still want my major. I was just switching major. majors. I was just trying to figure out what it is exactly I wanted to do. I never said that I was staying here forever or whatever like that. Like, it's just not working. It's really not enough for me. So someone is just shocked because they thought that their part-time little position was making you very dependent on them and wanting to work with them full time type of thing, where like you're begging and you're wanting to work with them, but it's like you don't even bother. You're not reaching out to them. When they do reach out to you for jobs or whatever like that, sometimes you're actually really busy, and that could be orchestrated by God so that you're not lying to them and saying no because you're actually really busy, so you can't do it. So it's like God is working things out for you where you're being less accessible for this person, because I feel like when they had you, they were supposed to really impress you. They were really supposed to show you that they appreciated you. They were grateful for your services, but instead they kind of was just treating you like you needed them. You get what I'm saying? And because of this, God is just like, no, we're not even going to have you work with these people or do this anymore. Okay. So some of you, this could just be like some type of part-time job that you were working on, part-time gig, or just you helping someone else with their business. Okay. Someone is growing a business, and while you're in the process of building your business or creating your master plan, God could have had you started to like help someone else that already was like established with their business. But because they didn't really appreciate, excuse me, y'all, everything that you brought, and they were looking at you like you were the help when they actually needed your help. Now God has kind of, he done fast forward things in your life to where you don't even need this part-time anymore. Okay. And now is rocking their socks because they thought that you needed them. Like, this is someone that really thought that you were dependent on them. They really thought that you really, really needed them. All right. People get it mistaken because you're accessible, because you're outgoing, because you're ready to get some coin. You want to chase a bag. You got bills. You want to take care of yourself. You want to spoil yourself. They feel like you need them. And I feel like God did this purposely and had it happen this way to give someone a true humbling experience. Okay. So they could be entering into like a true dark night of the soul where they have to really do some reflecting on themselves because of how they treated people. Because I'm getting like, you're not the first one, but you are the last one. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, you're not the first one that they treated like this, that they wasn't grateful for. They didn't really pay what they deserve, but you will be the last one. Okay. God could have ushered you into this opportunity with them as a judgment call. You know what I'm saying? To see how they would treat you, to see how they will accept you and stuff like that. And I'm getting at some of these people, they did not pass their judgment test, and now they're going to see you flourishing in areas that they thought that you had given up on, or they thought that you was never going to get back to, or something like that. It's like someone really thought that you were going to give up on your dreams and what you really wanted to do because you started to help them with their dreams or whatever. But it's God actually put them on their path, put them on your path for that reason, So now they're noticing that you never really needed them. They actually do need you. So they will be reaching out probably to you soon, asking you to help them with something or come put in some hours or something like that. If you do go help them out, just make sure that you're getting what you deserve, and make sure that God is telling you to do that. You don't want to go against what God wants you to do, because if God is telling you to move away from something, you keep going towards it, that could become a bigger problem. But with God, and we don't want to have a problem with God. Okay. Humans, yes, but with God, no. Y'all can all have a problem with me, hate me, all of that shit. But as long as God don't hate me and God still loves me, I'm cool. I'm fine. Everything is cool. So yeah, someone's definitely getting some type of rude awakening. They thought that basically like you would have helped, but you actually were sent in to help them. And they started feeling themselves. Okay. You came in to help them. You helped them out. You helped them out a lot within their career or whatever. But because they mistreated you or they wasn't grateful for what you did, now they're about to like face some type of consequences. And I think that God just wanted to use someone to open up their eyes. So you could have been a person that God used in a situation just to open up their eyes, just to get them to be more appreciative of who comes on their journey, who's helping them out. You know what I'm saying? Because some people, they really feel like they're helping you or they're hot shit or whatever. And it's like, you're really the prize. You're the one. You know what I'm saying? So God is just like, we're giving people reality checks 2025 and 2026, okay? Because people thinking that they eat, but they ain't eat, and they would have been it if they would have took your advice or if they would have treated you right. The thing is, God wants people to learn how to treat people. So the fact that they just wasn't treating you right, or they were treating you as the help, or treating you like you didn't know shit, or you didn't deserve the amount of money that you were asking for, or whatever, just trying to breadcrumb you, but still get excellent A1 services and stuff like that, wanting you to run, hop, and skip to their commands. Almost like, I'm getting that some of you, it almost felt like you were like an assistant to them. Like they was asking you to do this, and there's things that you didn't even sign up for, wasn't even on your contract. I don't know. It's like they just had you doing a whole bunch of shit, and you like, is you gonna pay me extra for that? Is you gonna, I don't do that. Oh, you want me to clean that too? No, like, you know what I'm saying? Someone that's just asking you to do so much stuff because they know that you're a very good worker, but they're not really paying you for it. And God really just wanted to see how far they was gonna go with this before he took you out of it. And now that God has like removed you away from it, these people are like scrambling because there's no other you. They need you, but they can't have you, okay? Because God has removed you away from this person or just this whole situation, organization, job, company, whatever it is. So, yeah, that's about it for this message. I love y'all, and I'll catch y'all in my next video. Bye.